Welcome back to another episode of Toronto Maple Leafs Franchise Mode, Episode 3. Depending on the length of this episode, this might be Part 1 or Part 2, like we separated it into two parts last time because it was more than 1 hour. That's what I have to do because I did not fit it into the film. Last time we did not check the regular season stats. We did know that Austin Matthews did lead our team with 13 goals only, but 53 assists, 66 combined for his 66 points, leading the team. Marner following with 23 goals, 37 assists, 60 points. Then JVR, 32 goals. I think that might be a career high for him. Can check. Yep, that's a career high for JVR right there. 32 goals, 27 assists for 59 points. Very good. Then Nazem Kadri, 31 goals, 26 assists. Good scoring right there. Patrick Marleau, 23 goals, 33 assists. I don't think he's going anywhere for us. Morgan Riley, 8 goals, 35 assists. That's big right there. He's going to be our horse on the blue line. Then Leo Komarov with a big season, 17 goals, 24 assists. Likely it won't repeat next year if we sign him, that is. William Nylander, 8 goals, 31 assists, could be better. Antoine Vermette stepping up, 9 goals, 24 assists. Tyler Bozak, 7 goals, 26 assists for 33 points. Connor Brown, 14 goals, 14 assists, solid stats for him. However, I think he will get a roster spot right there. He is making 2.1 against the cap, so if he's not going to make a roster, we're probably going to have to trade him or cut him. Cogliano could have been better, like I said, only 12 goals, 15 assists. And Jake Gardner with 7 goals, 19 assists, and Benoit Pouliot with 7 goals, 19 assists. Zach Hyman with 13 goals, 9 assists, not bad. Hope he grows to a solid top 9 right there. Same with Brown. Connor Brown only played 56 games and still outscored Zach Hyman, who played 68 games, which is impressive. As well as Pouliot, he also, and Cogliano. So honestly, Connor Brown, that is impressive right there. Hopefully we'll be able to keep him on the roster. Zaitsev with 3 goals, 16 assists, and Spiza with 4 goals, 2 assists, and Martin Marchand with 1 goal and 4 assists, and Connor Carrick with 4 assists. Joe Vitale, the guy that was supposed to be our fourth liner, didn't really turn out that way. We did get Antoine Vermette, which is way better. Upgrade over him. 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. Ron Hainsey, 2 goals, 1 assist. Joffrey Lupul, 1 assist. And Nathan Horton with nothing. Goalies. Freddie with 918 save percentage. 36 wins, 24 losses, 4 OT losses, 4 shootout losses. Stolar's also playing really well, 918 save percentage for both of them, so I think they're doing pretty well. And you also got McElhaney there with AHL numbers, let's say. But it's a good thing that we got Stolar's, right? So I'll simulate to the draft and see you guys there. It's unfortunate that we did not make the Stanley Cup Finals, but who expected us to knock off the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Washington Capitals? That is impressive for a first-year team. So see you at the draft then. All right, so we are at the draft here. We'll take an overlook of the Stanley Cup playoff bracket. Let's look at the player stats here. For the entire league. Patrick Kane with 23 points, Brendan Saad with 21, Shea Weber as well with 21. So some big point scorers right there. He played 25 games. That is insane right there. Then Jonathan Drouin for Montreal with 20 points. Jonathan Taves with 20 points. Vlad Tarasenko with 19, which is impressive because I think the Blues were in the third round. Never mind. Dunkeith with 18, 92 overall. Thomas Placanitz with 18, and Gallagher with 17, and Kucherov with 16, and then we got Nylander, and I don't think there's much more to see after that. Here is the playoff tree if you guys would like to see. The west side of things, Chicago won the Western Conference, and Montreal took the Eastern Conference from us, but we tried our best, and we'll definitely be back for next year. Assuming that we keep everyone, that's hopefully. So we'll enter in the draft. I'm looking to trade Ron Hainsey. He's making $3 million against the cap for us for one more year. Also trying to get that Nathan Horton contract off the books for us. If not, if we can't, we'll just have to buy him out. But not looking too bad so far. Oh, there's a trade for Ron Hainsey. I'm immediately gonna accept that. Don't really, it's not necessary for us to have him here. Now, who are we gonna trade? Draft trade. Just have Nathan Horton there. Hopefully we can get a trade for him. I know that Kokniemi isn't too good in this draft class. However, he is an elite player. Might need to take someone right-handed defensive defenseman. I think we kind of need that. And there's not much else here. So I think I will take Owen Lalonde. And he's a medium, top 6. Okay. I'm gonna pretend like that did not happen. However, the Rangers are offering us Kevin Shattenkirk. We will decline this trade because Kevin Shattenkirk... No, we do not want Johnny Boychuk. Kevin Shattenkirk is making way too much money. He is a solid top 4, but he is making money like he is a decent top 2, and he is not an outstanding top 4. He's a solid top 4, so definitely don't want that contract on us. Here's some left-handed defensemen. This is a 2-way defender. I think we'll take him low top 6. So far haven't hit on any of our picks really here. We'll try that other defenseman. Hopefully he's still on the board. Take a shot at him. Another low top 6, so no luck so far. Definitely don't want Andrew Loud's contract on our books. Contract's ridiculous. We do need a right shot defenseman. You can take Enquist. Low elite, okay. Not bad. See if we can. No, we do not want Andrew Ladd. And we definitely don't want Bobby Ryan. Toronto, 7th round pick. We'll take. Do need a right winger. Let's see. We'll take this American. Not even a roster player apparently. With AHL top 6 potential. So I'll simulate to the resign phase then. Okay guys, so we're here at free agency. We're right here at the resigning phase. Let's see if we can get any contracts underway. Matthews will be expiring for us next year, so we definitely have to resign him. 20 years of age, for sure resigning him. Same thing with Marner, 21 years old. These guys are gonna be here for a long time. Jake Gardner, we'll see. I think we'll bring him back. Leo Komarov, of course, we need to sign. Tyler Bozak. How much cap do we have? Oh, we have quite a few. Yes, indeed. We do have some cap space. So spending money is nothing that we should be afraid of doing right now. Especially if we're gonna buy out Nathan Horton's contract. I feel like we're gonna do that. Kind of have to. Because if we don't get a trade, then it's completely wasted cap space for us. So when you see here, pretty sure he's like the 3rd highest paid, 4th highest paid. How much will this cost us? 1.67 million buyout cost. Honestly, it's not that bad. I'll take it. He's got 2 years left. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. So hopefully we can just eat that. We'd only be paying for his next year's. Not that bad. Patrick Marleau, I think we'll keep him around. See at the expiring level here. Go by overalls here, of course. Definitely want to resign Frederick Gauthier. Definitely. It's going to be a solid 3rd line center for years to come. Benoit Pouliot, I think we'll pass on him. Antoine Vermette, though. He did play pretty good for us, but he is at that age, 35. Gotta start wondering, when is he gonna fall off? And 2 million, isn't that a bit tad expensive if we still have a shot at getting John Tavares? And yes, I just said we got a shot at getting John Tavares. So if we get John Tavares, we're not gonna need Vermette at all. So we're not gonna do anything about these contract situations yet. So far, Cogliano, I think we'll let go. He was a bit of a disappointment and let down for us. Spiza, I don't know. We'll let go of Cogliano. Lupul will also release. Vitale, I can't see him coming back. Well, so we can sign him that rookie deal. Sign these guys to get into AHL. Hopefully they can grow into something. If not that big of a deal. We're not really losing anything. With that being said, let's see if yeah, Stolars. We have to get Anthony Stolars. We definitely need to get him signed. So we're going to get him signed semi-bridge contract. I think that's the way to go here. We'll sign him to that for 3 years. Costco. Why not? A 3-year AHL starter. Scott, we'll let him develop. He's only 58 overall. And we'll definitely be re-signing Matthews and Marner and probably Gardner. Chances are. We'll advance here. Accept. Okay, all of them got accepted. Makes it that much easier for me. Pending free agents. We'll see if John Tavares is still there. And he is 93 overall. John Tavares. We can act. Daniel Sedina's at 87 overall. How? What? I mean, Vancouver made the playoff, and Henrik Sedin's at 84. What? Okay. EA. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. John Carlson, he should definitely be a top 2 defenseman, not a top 4. Zdeno Chara, of course, he got there. I don't think we'll sign him just because he's a Boston Bruin for sake of realism purposes. I don't think we'll sign him. Maybe Mikko Koivu. We can look into Mikko Koivu. We got also Paul Stastny here. I don't think. Oh, Brian Little. I think that's someone that we could get. Who else here? I'm not gonna sign the Sedin brothers because once you sign one, you kind of have to sign the other. There's no really point of doing that. Radim Verbrata, nah, not very. Yannick Hansen, though, could be an interest for us. I'll advance a little bit, slightly more, depending on if John Tavares signs or not. I'm not signing anybody. Because we'll have Tyler Bozak there just in case. If John Tavares decides to re-sign with the Islanders. Which, at this point, looks like he's not. So, hopefully, he won't. But just in case, we will keep him around. We'll look at the pending free agents here. And he got signed. Okay, good that we didn't let go of any of our guys here. Any of our major guys. We'll sign Bozak back. Not a big deal. We're not going to sign any star free agents here probably this year. Maybe we'll sign a top 4 defenseman, top 6. Other than that, I'm expecting this team to grow, get Ville Poka to a better... No, that is a ridiculous cut. $4 million for Komarov? No. I'll do 3.4 for one. Tyler Bozak, much more reasonable contract. We'll give him a 1 at kind of want 2 years. It's more expensive though. 2-year contract for 3.375. How about that? Antoine Vermette. I think we'll keep him around. I don't see why not. For 1 year, 1.950 million. Not super expensive or anything. Not a big deal. Lucas Spiza. Does he want to get re-signed? I mean, if he does, okay, but I don't see much reason to re-sign him unless he wants to. Yeah, he does. Okay, well... Okay, $3 million for Lucas Spiza is a bit expensive, so no, I'm not going to resign him. Ville Poka will resign, of course. He hasn't done anything at the NHL level, and he's asking for $2.8 million. No. Okay. Give him that. It's more reasonable. Shoshnikov will, should be a solid. Why does he almost want $2 million if he hasn't done a single thing for us yet? It's so confusing. Yeah, with the signing of Poka, we are not going to re-sign Spiza, Lucas Spiza. We have enough left-handed defensemen, and we should be solid at that position. So, let's see if everyone accepts here. We're gonna have to up those contracts slightly, it looks like. I'll just see, just in case. Yeah, John Tavares is gone. We're gonna need to improvise here and get as much done as possible. Definitely not the ideal situation that we want to be finding ourselves into, but we can't do much else. 1-year contract for Komarov, 2-year contract for Bozak, 1-year deal for Met, and Shnikov. We'll up his offer slightly. Should resign. He should resign. Accepted. Still need Komarov and Bozak. I think I'll just give 4 mil for 1 year. It's only 1 year. I don't think that's that big of a deal. Bozak, we'll give him what he wants. Spiza, I'm not gonna resign because that would be ridiculous contract money. We'll find a better right shot defense. Okay, it doesn't look like Bozak or Komarov want to resign with us. Which is tough because we don't have John Tavares on the market right now. And they want to resign. It's that what? In the world do they want? I'll up your offer. 3.8 for 1 year. Komarov, I'll give you 4.2 for 1 year. Spiza, I will not be resigning. Depending on who, it's possible that we can still get stuck with Spiza, but I prefer not to have. I want a scoring two-way defenseman would be preferable than just a defensive defenseman that is terrible at defense. So hopefully Komarov and Bozak accept. Yes, they both do accept. That brings us to free agency. That was some negotiating that we had to do there. Got Cam Atkinson. That wouldn't be bad. Komarov, Yager. David Perron. I mean, we don't have Cogliano. We could sign Perron. What was his year last year? I think Ulster that was better than Cogliano. Okay. We do not need a right winger. We don't need the Spurs. There aren't really any solid defensemen out there. Valtteri Filppula, that could be an interesting one for us. So I think we'll we can resign, we can sign Valtteri Filppula and probably trade Antoine Vermette because I like Valtteri Filppula more than Antoine Vermette because he's already established center. Unlike Antoine Vermette, he's a bit tad inconsistent. Possibly we can go down that road. Drake Caggiula doesn't even have a face scan. Okay. Joel Armia. Well, we need to be looking at let's first off let's look at UFAs here. Joel Armia's there. I'll take him, but oh, that's a surprise. I wasn't expecting Joel Armia to be there. Maybe we'll take Joel Armia. We can go down that road. Or we can also grab a defenseman if I can find one here that I'd be comfortable with. Is Pageau there? No, that was Sproul. Oh, we'll have to find someone for sure. I think we'll start with Reese for trying to offer a contract to David Perron for 3 years, 4.575 million. That's a fair contract right there for him. Thomas Buchanan's had a good playoff, I do know, but I feel like Valtteri Filppula is slightly younger than him. Yeah, and I think we can grab him. Could be a good depth pickup for us. At 2 years though, that can be a tad expensive. Gonna bring down his contract down to 3 mil. I don't know. It looks like we're gonna have to go back to Spiza. That's a little bit frustrating because now we need to get him for more than we would have gotten him. Let's try to lower that contract down maybe slightly. And we'll also give Joel Armia a chance to... He wants a lot of money. How many goals did he score? Because 2.5 million for how many games? 28 games, 8 points. That's, I don't know. That is a little bit suspect there. That he only had so many points, but didn't accomplish much there. We could use a decent backup. Bring Linda Black back. Is there anyone else? I mean, if we could get Jumbo Joe, I mean, that can be interesting. That can be interesting. Jumbo Joe and Patrick Marleau on the Leafs. I'll think about it. If Filppula doesn't resign with us, I'll think about it. I'll bring it into strong... But you see, the thing is, we don't really need Joe Thornton. We need a guy like Vartili Filppula. We don't even need a center. Let's start off with that. Because our center depth is insanely good already. And I was thinking John Tavares, because in real life they have John Tavares. Why not get him back and have a little storyline there? But Antoine Vermette, he's been good for us, but I don't know. What about left wing? Yeah, I feel like if we get Perron there on the third line, or second possibly if Marlowe regresses, that will solidify right there our top 9, top 6. Right wingers were fine, so I don't think we're gonna have to bring in, because we also have Connor Brown back there. Could even trade him possibly. There's a lot that we can do. Say that. We can trade Antoine Vermette back to Anaheim. Why not? Will be nice to them and give them back their solid center back, and we'll take Vartili Filppula. We'll just pick up a 4th rounder back for get that contract off of us, so we can have a little bit more wiggle room there in free agency, what we can do. Zaitsev isn't very happy. That's not good. We kind of need him to develop. Do we need Shoshnikov? I don't know. I mean, Connor Brown, at the same time, we don't really need him either. And he is signed toward a longer extension, and we already have Zach Hyman. Plus, we have Kasperi Kapanen, so I think we can. That makes Connor Brown expendable. If we can send him to, let's see here, Calgary. Send him to Montreal for what? We'll send him to Ottawa, like in real life. They did. We'll send him to Ottawa for, depending on who they have. Dion Phaneuf's on the trade, no way. We're not doing that again. So here. If we can pick up a solid top 9 prospect, that would be nice. It would be too nice of them on the other side of things. I think we'll just take a third rounder for Connor Brown. No. Didn't want more or less to give. Fourth rounder for Connor Brown. He did score 14 goals and 14 assists, so that might be a situation that we regret, but we did not need him. He was making $2 million, 2.1 against the cap. It was an awkward situation because we can't plug him into the lineup if we're gonna add David Perron and all those other guys, which I'm counting on that they're gonna score more than 28 points. Hopefully, if they don't, then that's gonna be on me. But hopefully that works out for us. Right? You look at the defensive side of things too. Because the offense was looking good, it was the defense that was our problem here. See, there you go. You got Riley, okay, and then you got Gardner, okay, and then you have Zaitsev. You're like, number 3. I think of him more as a number 4, and you drop to Vili Polka, and you're like, wait, what? What happened to the defense? Well, you see, the thing is that we don't really have one. Ha ha ha. Toronto. Adding back Lucas Spiza should give us something. I'm thinking. But do we really need him? No. Is Lucas Spiza that much of an upgrade over Martin Marenchin? No. He's not. No, he's not. Why should we spend $3 million on Lucas Spiza if he's not that much of an upgrade over Martin Marenchin that's making only 1.1? So, did we sign him yet? I don't think so. Oh yeah, we did. Hopefully he rejects. Because we offered him at 2.9. Because John Carlson got taken. Basically all the big name defensemen are taken. You do have Zdeno Chara there. You do have Mike Green there, except he's a right-handed defenseman, and we don't really need a right-handed defenseman because we have Zaitsev already, and he's basically like Mike Green. He's already an 82 overall, solid top 4, not top 2, but solid top 4. Jack Johnson, I don't know. We have Vili Polka coming in, don't we want him to develop? And then we also have Connor Carrick. So are we really gonna need it? There's Seidenberg. That would never happen because he's a Bruin. Maple Leafs fans would go bananas. That would actually happen, so I'm not gonna do that. Georgia's no. Enstrom, not really. Alright, well see they resign and I'll update you on that. Okay, so Vote Filppula accepted. Perron accepted. Spiza rejected, that's a relief. But at the same time, he's saying that the contract offer was simply not within my consideration range. He would like a higher salary. So basically what he's saying, he wants more money. So Mark Moritz, you better not make me regret this decision. Lynn Black rejected. Why did he reject? I think it was because we don't have enough space. Or do we have too many goalies? Do we need them? With McElhinney there, I don't think we really need him. And we have Motson. I'm gonna trade McElhinney. Don't really need him. We'll trade him to Bruins. Why not? They need a backup goalie. I think they have Subban, but done. Yeah, I'm counting on Stolarz to have a big year. By big year, I mean get like about 15 wins or something, so like that. I'll offer him it again. Next. I don't know. Do we sign Spiza? I don't know. Do we sign Spiza? How much contract space do we have? We have enough to get him. We can get him. We can get... I think we can even get James Neal. No, we can't. So the best player that we can get is Mike Green. And we do have Marner, Matthews, and Gardner to resign. So we need to keep that in mind. So I think we're just going to keep things as it is. I think it's a solid team here. We don't need to do much tinkering here with the team. I feel like we just keep it as it was. Add Perron, Filippola, take away Vermette. That might be a hurting situation. Also, take away Connor Brown, but I think we should be fine there. So I'll simulate to the end of the season, and I'll see you guys to the beginning of the next season, and I'll see you guys there. By the way, Lindback accepted. So yeah. Okay. This is tempting. I mean, very tempting, because Martinez is a solid defenseman. I'm not gonna do it because it's like getting Jake Muzzin essentially, but what would we do? We're not giving up much here. Kinda need to make this trade, but I'm gonna decline. And I'm also gonna try to sign Matthews and Marner to some long-term extensions, and we'll see how Gardner does. Matthews, that is a lot of money. How much is Marner gonna cost? Thank goodness that he does not want some insane amount of money. Because if he did, we would be screwed over. That would literally screw us over. So hopefully he takes a little bit of a pay cut here at 5.6. I'll give him for 4 years. That would be a steal for us. Pick up a steal for us. In fact, and we still do have that Do they have any other contracts that we really want to get rid of here? I mean, we do have the Marlowe contract. Maybe next year is Marlowe's last year. I think. So I'll simulate a little bit more and I'll update you on the Marner situation. Okay, so Marner resigned. So that's good. Oh man. And as soon as Marner signed that contract, the New York Rangers, they're desperate. I forgot that at this point they still had McDonough, and they were shopping him around. And he is one heck of a blue liner. Like I'm telling you, one of the best defensemen out there. And I don't see how we don't make this trade here. Because I was thinking about getting Martinez. He's a left-hander. Who cares that he's a left-hander? He is going to be the, like, literally, other than Morgan Riley, he's going to be the guy on our blue line. So this trade, we need to do it. We need to make this trade here. Like Shattenkirk, yeah, we declined that. He's still on their trade block, you can see. But now that they're giving us McDonough, I don't see how we don't decline this. The trade value is literally on our side here, so we'll make this trade. Welcome to the team, Ryan McDonough. Except, of course, his contract's expiring, so this might be a pure rental. Things aren't looking too good here. Maybe we trade Bozak. No, he's on a one-year deal. Same as Komarov. We're gonna need to make some trades here. Do we have any contracts here that we want to get rid of? We do have Marlowe. We're running out of bad contracts here. So sooner or later, we're gonna be in a little bit of a cap frenzy. How much is he gonna want? That money is reserved for Austin Matthews, though. The 8-point, we'll sign him to 7 years. 8-point, we'll try to lower it down slightly, ever so slightly. Try to get something out of McDonough, hopefully, maybe. Get him on some kind of good deal. Best that we can get him is at 4.7. For 8 years? We didn't drop him, though. The Sens did, right? The Leafs didn't drop. No, the Canadians did. Why would he? I don't get it. Why would he go? I don't understand. I thought you can only get 8-year contracts from the team that you get drafted by. That's interesting. But yeah, McDonough, he's gonna be our number 1 blue liner there. As well as getting Matthews, I'll update you on that situation as soon as he signs or rejects. We'll see. So Matthews accepted. That's good. I got him for a little bit less, a little bit cheaper, but we still got some contract situations here to negotiate. Alright guys, big season coming up. This is a look at the lines here. First off, we got Van Riemsdyk, JVR, Matthews, and Marner. No argument there to be made. Second line, got Nylander, Kadri, and Perron. David Perron taking Patrick Marleau's spot here. So hopefully he performs well on the second line. I did expect a little drawback from Patrick Marleau, but at the beginning of the season might be too soon, but we'll give it a shot here. If it's not going too well, we'll switch it up. Third line, really solid, I think. I got Marleau, Bozak, and Komarov. Bozak, of course, was an 82, but now it's an 81. That's why we signed him to a one-year deal, mainly. And Kirby Reichel coming out of nowhere, 80 overall. And Frederick Gauthier and Zach Hyman. So where's Vartely Football and nowhere to be found here, and Shoshnikov. So we'll see if Frederick Gauthier makes the cut on the team, because I wasn't expecting that fast of a jump up. And Morgan Riley up to an 88 overall. Ryan McDonough playing with him on the first line. Jake Gardner with Nikita Zaitsev, the second pairing, and Vili Polka with Timothy Liljegren. I know that the Leafs drafted him, but where did he come from? 79 overall. I did not see that coming. One thing's for sure, Carrick and Morenchen, they're not going to be happy about that. At least that makes them expendable for us. I mean, if we, that's right there in Carrick and Morenchen, we got $3 million cap tied up. Do we have anything else? Josh Levo, we can trade Josh Levo, 1.6 right there. Kapanen will keep, that's a no-brainer. Andreas Janssen, not good yet. This game, I'm afraid we won't be able to use him. Dmytro Timashov, not bad. There's some pretty good players here, and Antti Suomela also coming in here, age of 24, looking pretty good, and Grunstrom also stepping up. Goalies, of course, we have Freddie, up to an 87. Anthony Stolarz, up to 79. So nothing's really regressing other than Tyler Bozak and Patrick Marleau, of course. But other than that, we're looking pretty good. So, seeing what the captaincy will be here. Tyler Bozak, I'm sorry, my man. What are we doing? Bozak, our captain? I don't know. But then who else would it be? Patrick Marleau hasn't been in there long. I guess we can make him our captain. Riley with the A, Komarov with the, and I might want to give that A to Austin Matthews. Same time, Naz and Kadri does deserve that A. We'll give it to Naz. Naz and Bozak, two centers with some leadership, I think. Austin Matthews not quite there yet at the age of 20, needs some guidance for sure still, but that's why we got these veterans in here to show them how it's done. So our team's talent is overwhelming for sure, especially with adding Ryan McDonough on that blue line. Age 29, left-handed defenseman, 86 overall, solid top 2 defenseman, amazing top 4, somebody that we were lacking. Therefore, Nikita Zaitsev can drop to the second pairing and not be literally have the weight of the world on his shoulders on that second pairing, having Garner to help him out there. So hopefully that'll help him. And then you also have Vili Polka there, age 24, medium top 4 potential. Most that we can get out of him at this point, I'm thinking 82-ish. But that's why we have McDonough, right? So say we don't resign McDonough, we have Vili Polka to come in there and play. And if Vili Polka doesn't pan out, Timothy Liljegren. So we got 3 options here. Fantastic. And worst case scenario, Zaitsev goes in there and is the first pairing, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Ready. So yeah, that's a debrief of our roster right there. So I'll sum to a regular season, and I'll see you guys there. All right, so the new 2018-19 season is about to start, and we are facing the Montreal Canadiens, the team that knocked us off in the conference final back-to-back at the beginning of the season here. Lions, of course, looking pretty good here. Gauthier's still taking up Vartili Filppula spot, so I don't know if do we want Gauthier there or do we want Filppula there? We'll wait and see. I'm thinking that we got football for a reason. If he's not going to play, then looks like we're going to have to put him on the trade block. And I got him to play, so we'll see how it goes. Of course, on defense, looking pretty good. Billy Polka going down 1 overall, as well as Kirby right shoulder Reichel. I mean, he did make quite a big jump there to go to 80 overall, so I'm not surprised that he dropped down, but he probably will go back up to 80 overall eventually. And then we can also check out the goalies here. Anderson's still up to 87. Stoller is also 79. I think that's a fantastic tandem. So I'll simulate about a couple months of the season, and I'll see you guys there. A problem for us. Winnipeg, perfect. We'll trade him for draft picks. Should be fine, honestly. I'm thinking a 4th and a 5th. It's actually pretty good. Player trade accepted. No problem here. Somebody else that we could make a trade would be Zach Hyman. But there's no one unhappy necessarily. So I think that should be fine. Okay, so I'd be expecting a little bit better, but 25, 20, and 3, not super bad. Right in the playoff mix. Hopefully we can pull away nearing the end of the season. Here, some of our contract situations, though, however, they're not going to solve by themselves. Ryan McDonough, definitely somebody that we're going to be wanting to resign. Definitely don't have the money so far to do it. So we'll have to wait and see there. McDonough and Gardner. Those are 2 guys I want to resign. The only 2 guys I want to resign is McDonough and Gardner. That's it. I don't need anyone else. Maybe Garrett Sparks and Travis Dermott. Those are easy. Why does Travis Dermott want... What? No. Why does he want $2 million when he hasn't done a single thing in the NHL? And why does Garrett Sparks want... Okay. Timoshev, that's 1.2. The Marlies want way too much money. Let's start off with that. Andreas Janssen. Next. More is also inexpensive. And I think we're going to have to sign Scott at this point. And yeah. I'll simulate to the trade deadline, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so they just got this trade for Billy Polka. I think it's time to part ways with Billy Polka. We did acquire him from Chicago for quite a king's ransom, but unfortunately things did not work out as we wanted them to, and we're going to have to give him up for just a 3rd round pick. But sometimes these things go down this way, and fortunately, in the cap situation that we are currently in, we are in no position to renegotiate any contracts or anything of that, so we're just gonna have to make this trade. Okay, so another trade coming in, Connor Carrick, another guy that we're not going to be able to keep, unfortunately. If we want to keep Ryan McDonough or Jake Gardner, or possibly both, we're going to have to trade him away. So we're going to have to accept this trade, no question here. However, this isn't influencing our depth here whatsoever on our blue. I mean, it is our depth, but our main blue line, he is not on our main roster because... Wait until you see, because I was checking out the roster before here and beforehand, and also going on a huge winning streak lately. 38, 20, and 5. Looking like one of the better teams in the NHL right now. Marner having a really good season. But someone else is also having a very good season, which I'll get to shortly. So let's take a look at the lines here so far. So on the first line, I'm not going to argue here with Mike Babcock. I'll let him do his thing. Nylander, Matthews, Marner. Okay. Then you got Perron, Kaji, Van Riemsdyk. solid line. Van Riemsdyk, again, gonna get 30 goals, which is really good. Marlowe also there. Shoshnikov and Reichel, they were both 80s at one point this season, but then they dropped back. Gauthier also been playing really well so far. And then on defense, Morgan Riley, 89, okay, but this is not the guy that I'm mentioning, okay. Ryan McDonough, also solid, 86. Gardner. And where's Zaitsev? I don't see Zaitsev. Who's this Liljegren kid? Coming out of nowhere. Timothy Liljegren, 1 goal, 15 assists. He's already in the top 4. Like, I didn't even see him making the roster this year. I didn't see him being the top 2 on the AHL team, and out of nowhere comes Timothy Liljegren, and he's just fantastic. Of course, trading Ville Poka gave us hold that Matt Tansen filled up, and as well we have Martin Morench there just in case. We have Zach Hyman scratched, and Kasperi Kapanen seeing some of his first action. And in goal, Anthony Stolarz going up to an 80. 13 games played, 8 wins. Some big numbers there, 927 save percentage. Freddie Anderson, also big year for him, 924 save percentage, 30 wins, 52 games played. So I don't think we need to make any trades here. I'll simulate the playoffs, and actually we can try extending McDonough. We can afford him. We can afford McDonough, and we can afford Gardner. Well, for now, I'll just sign McDonough. I'm thinking 6 years, 5.50. We can even lower it up to 4.9 for 6 years. Fantastic contract. And if we get Marlowe off our books after this playoff run that we're going to have, I think we should do just fine. So I'll simulate up to the end of the season, and I'll see you guys there. Big sign right there. McDonough accepted, and continue with the simulation then. Alright guys, we went 50, 27, and 5, continue the run, 105-point season. Guess who we're playing? Montreal. That's exactly what we want. We want to be playing Montreal. We want to show them that we could beat them. Season stats, I need to wrap it up here because time's ticking right now. Marner with 72, JVR with 66, career high again, 35 goals. Naz with 32 goals, 32 assists, 64 points. Matthews 22 goals, 41 assists, more goals, but less assists this time. Nylander 18 goals, 45 assists, 63 points. Riley 9 goals, 43 assists, big time. David Perron 13 goals, 38 assists. Marlowe with 18 goals, 23 assists. Gonna look to trade him soon. Tyler Bozak 8 goals, 22 assists. Then Gardner, Komarov, McDonough also being good for us. Liljegren, so very good. We'll look at goalies here. Anderson with a 924 save percentage. Stolarz with a 922, 80 overall, 87. Take a look at the lines very quickly. And here, Nylander, Matthews, Marner on the first line. Perron, Kadri, Van Riemsdyk on the second. Marlowe, Bozak, Komarov on the third. Shoshnikov, Gauthier, and Reichel. Gauthier on the fourth. Gauthier going up 1. Then Riley, McDonough, Liljegren, Gardner, Tansen, and Zaitsev. Very good defense. Stolarz and Anderson and Stolarz. And yeah. So next episode we'll be doing playoffs. So thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe, and see you next vid. Bye.